Excuse the face. I am not feeling that great, and I am just tired all the time. So, this is a sort of trying to be quick update, but I don't know how quick I'm going to actually be. And I'm going to be all over the place because I don't write anything down, and I know I should, but it's not going to happen anytime soon. So, let's see. I last talked to you guys when I was really scared about possibly having a miscarriage just because I had bleeding, and I know you guys, some of you might have seen that I updated a couple days ago. I uploaded a picture of listening to the heartbeat at 8 weeks, 6 days. So everything is going good so far. So let me start with that, so none of you are thinking that this is a bad video. And so everything is going good with the baby so far as I know, with being able to hear the heartbeat, and it's strong and good. Well, so last time I talked to you guys, I had the spotting. It lasted for about 3 days, I believe, and then it was gone. And then I had my appointment that following Thursday, and I did get an ultrasound on that same day, and it turns out that I was measuring right on 7 weeks. And I posted that video of hearing the baby's heartbeat also, and I think you guys saw that. And so baby was perfect at 150 beats per minute. It was the heartbeat. Growth was perfectly on, and then the following Monday, after that, I had spotting again. And I mean, it had been 3 days, 4 days almost since the ultrasound, so I didn't think that it could be because of having a vaginal ultrasound. So I was worried and scared, and it was a little bit more blood than it had been the first time. So it was really scaring me. And then the second day I had more spotting. First day I was like, okay, maybe this is, just calm down, just relax. And I did. I stayed in bed rest that day, and then the next day I did also, and I still had some spotting. And then I just called my doctor just to see what she would want me to do, if I should do anything or what. And she was like, go ahead and come in. So I went in, and she didn't want to do an ultrasound again just because it had only been a few days before that I had gotten that ultrasound, and everything was good at that point. So she didn't think it was that, I don't know, like, important to do another ultrasound. But she did check my cervix, and it was closed, and it was long, and she couldn't see any blood at that point, which, my luck, I'm always spotting, and then when I finally go to the doctors, they don't see a lot of blood. She said she saw a hint of a little bit of blood, but she couldn't tell where it was coming from, and that's also the story of my life. They can never tell where the blood's coming from. And then, so then I did have spotting for like 3 days after, like, it was a total of 4 days, so Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Thursday I turned 8 weeks, and it had stopped. And then, I haven't had spotting since. I am 10 weeks tomorrow, Thanksgiving, and so you guys saw that I posted the video of hearing the heartbeat at 8 weeks, 6 days. I had tried at 8 weeks, 3 days, and I didn't find it, and I don't think I was being that, patient looking for it, but I definitely didn't find it, and I was probably looking for about half an hour. And then at 8 weeks, 6 days, I found it pretty quickly. It took me like maybe 10-15 minutes to find it. And I only found it for a little bit, but I was able to record it, and I was so happy and excited. And I called my husband. I was like, I found the heartbeat, I found it. And I was in tears, and he was like, oh, that's so cool. And so then when he came home that night, he's like, will you try to look for it so I can hear it too? And I did, but I could not find it. And I wasn't too worried. I was like, okay, this happens sometimes. Baby's tiny, and, it could have moved to where I couldn't, which I still don't understand how, if it's in the sack, how it can move and you not be able to. But anyways, I get a little confused about that. So if any of you know how it could still move that, I don't know. But anyways, I do know that the probe only gets a certain spot, because I know as soon as I twitch, I lose it. And then I have to twitch back, and there it is. And so I know that it's very easy to lose and very easy to not find if you're not moving very slowly. So I do recommend that if you're looking for it early, move slow. And if you think you're moving slow, move slower, because you could lose it so easily. And my baby's heartbeat is really close to the swishing sound that's my arteries or whatever, because as soon as I know that that's it, I go, I know that's not the baby, and I move it just barely, and then I hear that, which is definitely the baby. So it's like really strange that they're right next to each other. So definitely can tell the difference in heartbeat though. And so I was really happy. I was in tears, and I was like, oh my gosh. So whatever's been causing the bleeding so far has not affected the baby, and I'm so happy about that, because in the past, as soon as I see blood, it's been miscarriage. So, or at 18 weeks when I saw blood then, we lost Sabrina. So yeah, everything's going good so far. As far as symptoms go, I am tired all the time. Sleepy. I feel like I can't ever get enough sleep. I take naps, a lot of naps. And I'm lucky that I only work in the mornings, and I'm home by 1 or 2, and I just nap, get up, do stuff around the house, and then go back to take another 20-30 minute nap, and then just lay around, because I've been taking it easy just because of the spotting and being freaked out about that. So, let's see. Other than that, I'm nauseous all the time. Well, okay, not all the time. I'm nauseous if I let myself get even a little bit hungry. But I'm trying not to do that, because I have tried, and I've done this day after day, different methods. I've done the eating small portions throughout the entire day and snacking in between, and I still get so hungry not even 15 minutes later. And then I've done the 3 moderate-sized meals a day and snacking in between, and that even gets me hungry right away. And so I need to be constantly putting something in my mouth, it feels like, because like even right now in the 7 minutes that I've been doing this video, and 10 minutes that I went to go, or like 10 minutes that I was out and about, I'm hungry again, and I just ate about 1 enchilada that I made the other day. Or yesterday I made it, and I reheated it, and I just ate that, and it was a pretty decent sized chunk, like this long, I don't know, but anyways, it filled me up, and now, not even 15, 17 minutes later, I'm hungry, and I'm starting to get that nauseous feeling even as I'm talking. My mouth is getting watery, but I've not thrown up yet, thank goodness. Every time I brush my teeth, though, is a struggle, just because as soon as I hit back in my wisdom teeth, I get the nauseous feeling, and I get a little, even talking about it was making me like gag. And then brushing my tongue, oh, that sucks. I only brush up to like right here, because going any further, is horrible. So I've been using mouthwash to help with the back part, and mouthwash hasn't been that bad. Gurgling kind of gets to me, but not too bad. When I take my prenatal vitamins, they're pretty decent big size. So like I'll put in a whole bunch of water in my mouth and swallow that and put it right in and throw it in, and try not to breathe, because I can smell the vitamin. And the chewy ones I don't like so much either, because right now I cannot stand sweet things. Like I have to dilute any apple juice, grape juice, cranberry juice that I drink, because it just feels so sweet to me. Like even the other day I was craving some pop, so I finally had some cherry Coke. I even put water in that because it was way too sweet. But I needed that caffeine and that fizziness. I've been getting headaches like crazy, but I'm trying not to take any Tylenol, just because before I was pregnant I got headaches a lot, and I took Tylenol a lot, and it sort of stopped really working for me. So now, being pregnant, I didn't want to take Tylenol very often, and I know the doctor said it was okay to take Tylenol every so often, but I just don't want to, and I've just been trying to lay down and let it pass, and I'm sort of surviving through that. And let's see, I'm not going to do any belly place, just because I am a little bit rounded in the belly anyway, so that's all gut. There's no baby belly yet. So tomorrow will be 10 weeks. And I'm just so happy. And tomorrow I'm going to check for the baby's heartbeat again, and hopefully, pray to the Lord that I find it. And I'll be officially past my milestone from the past pregnancies. And so I would have made it the farthest since Sabrina. And then I have a doctor's appointment Friday. I have the 1 hour glucose test to do and get my blood drawn for that. And then I'm doing that because I have a family history of diabetes. And so far, I've never tested positive for diabetes yet. But, you know, you can get gestational diabetes. And I know one of my aunts, that's when she first got it, was when she was pregnant with her last child. And that she died actually because of, but anyways, so it runs in my family on my maternal side a lot. And my paternal side, my dad's mom, my grandma has it, and but none of his brothers or him have it. But anyways, it's on both sides of my family, and the doctor's just like, let's just take that precaution. So we're gonna go ahead and do that on Friday, and then she's gonna find the heartbeat with the Doppler. So praying to God she finds it, and it's a lot louder than when I find it. There's times when it's loud and clear, and then there's times where I can hear it far away in the distance. So it's definitely touch and go sometimes, but I'm trying not to freak out about it. I check every other day. I've checked every other day since 9 weeks, but I only listen for a couple seconds just to get that small reassurance that everything is still going good. And I just, as soon as I hear the or the, however you, I don't know, that's what I do. The as soon as I hear it, I'm like, oh, there it is. And I listen for a couple seconds, and then I turn it off, because I've heard that, I mean, there's stories everywhere, and I've heard the Dopplers aren't that great, that, whatever. It doesn't even really matter about that. I just don't want to use it all the time, and I'm trying to wean myself off of it after hearing it at the doctor's office. And I'm going to be asking her about when I'm going to get another ultrasound. I do know that at 16 weeks, pray to the Lord that I make it that far, I'm going to start progesterone shots and possibly a cerclage, depending on how my cervix is doing at the time. And then I will start doing the weekly shots, and every 2 weeks, I think she said they might do ultrasounds every 2 weeks, if not like every 3 weeks, or once a month, something like that. She wasn't really clear on how often they were going to do them, but I am going to go into the doctor's every 2 weeks and get my shots done, and I can just have them done at home, so I can have my husband come with me and learn how to give me a shot, or go into the doctor's every week. And going to the doctor's wouldn't be that big a deal. It's only about 40-minute drive, but I'd rather not have to do it every week. So my husband is going to have to give me those shots. So let's see. No other big update other than those. I'm just so happy for every day that I get with this baby, and so happy that I get to hear its heartbeat every once in a while. And I hope you all have a happy Thanksgiving, and all you ladies still trying, don't give up and don't lose hope. I mean, it took me 11 months. This would have been, if I hadn't gotten pregnant, it would have been almost a year. So, and I really wasn't expecting it this time either. So, you know, don't give up and just stay positive. That's all I can say. I mean, month after month, you just feel defeated. I know that feeling. I've been there, and even now being pregnant, you know, I'm not out of the woods. I could miscarry any day. I could lose this baby any day, but I'm trying to stay as positive as I can. I'm trying to just be happy every day for every day that I do get, because I don't want to feel regret for not being happy about being pregnant. And so we're not going to tell family till possibly Christmas. I'll be 15 and a half weeks at Christmas, so we haven't really decided whether we're going to tell then or not. That is looking like it might happen, but we might just wait till after 18 weeks, just because that is at the point that we lost Sabrina. and we'd like to be like, hey, guess what, we're pregnant, and it's a boy or girl, you know? Let them know that we're past the point of when we lost Sabrina, so I'm leaning more towards then, but I don't know if my husband's going to be able to keep that secret as good as I could. I have told 2 friends and my mom, just because my mom always knows there's something going on with me, and there's no lying to her, and I just had to tell people that I can trust to not be yapping everywhere, you know? So they are so happy for me, and they're praying for me, and, and my youth pastor. I did tell my youth pastor, because he's just such a close friend. I've known him since I was in junior high and high school. Now I'm a youth leader, and he's a pastor, and, you know, I told him and his wife, they're just such great people, and they've been there for me through so much. They were there when I was in the hospital for Sabrina. They've just been such a good support, and I've learned so much about God through them, and you know, and they're just very uplifting, and so I just had to tell him, and then he told his wife, and with them, I love them both, and so that's okay. So like a total of 5 or 6 people know, but that's it. And you guys, of course, whoever watches these YouTube videos, but none of our family really knows anything, and they won't know for a while, just because I don't want to get them all excited and then something bad happening. I mean, I know that some people say, you know, well, let them be a part of it with you and everything, but just because of how everything went down with Sabrina, and I, for my own sanity, I just want to leave it at that and just wait. And, so yeah, so that is my, I guess, 10-week update. I'm going to try really hard to start doing these more often, but it's really hard with feeling like crappers. And, so I'm going to do my best to do more of these. I hope you all have a happy Thanksgiving, and I will update soon as I can, I promise.